Welcome to Pera's Playbook. This is your host, Alex Pera. Let's open up our playbook and see who our guest is. Please enjoy. Welcome to episode 219 of Pera's Playbook. Today we're joined by Kennedy Roskopp. She runs cross country at Seton Hall University. She's actually the second athlete from Seton Hall that we've had on the podcast. We're happy to have Kennedy here with us today. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
doing good. Happy to have a little break for Thanksgiving. It's nice to take a step back from life and just kind of chill and spend some time with family, eat some food, and watch a
Yeah.
lot of sports.
hmm
One of the best weeks in the year for sports. There's everything you could ever want to watch and more.
hmm
Are you a sports fan? Do you watch sports?
Yes. My family is huge on sports, so that's the only thing on the TV really. So
Lions fans because you're from downstate?
huge Lions fans.
Oh, so they'll be all fired up tomorrow for the big Thanksgiving game.
Hopefully I win. It'll be nice to
Yeah,
win on Thanksgiving.
yeah. I hate the Packers with a passion because everyone up in Upper Michigan's a Packer fan. All the people I work with are Packer fans, and they're always yapping about the Packers are going to go to the Super Bowl and all this nonsense. So I'm not a Lions fan, but I hope the Lions win just so I can rub it into my work friends.
Yeah.
Did you play other sports in high school, or were you always just running only?
No, running wasn't my main sport. I didn't run cross country until high school. Up until then, I played soccer, volleyball, and basketball. And then I quit volleyball and soccer to run cross country and track in high school, but I played basketball all 4 years.
Okay. That's interesting. I always find it interesting to ask that question of people because I feel like a lot of people have the assumption that if you're playing a sport in college, that means you've been doing it for your entire life and you've like dedicated your whole life to it. And there's actually quite a lot of people that don't start playing a sport seriously or at all until high school and they still end up going to do that in college. So I think
Mhm.
it's kind of neat to share that and show, younger kids out there that like there's no one right way to get to college for a sport.
Yeah,
How
100%.
how would you classify your recruiting experience? I mean, was it smooth? I mean, a lot of people have different some people have like super easy. They're like, I knew exactly where I wanted to go. It was chill. And other people like have horrible recruiting experiences.
Yeah, I would say mine was pretty smooth for the most part. Although going into my junior year, I had wanted to stay local, which is crazy that I ended up in New Jersey. And then I took a trip out to New York and visited about three schools out there. Um, And then I went back to Seton Hall. That was the first time I saw Seton Hall. And then I went back to Seton Hall in the fall of my senior year. 3 days after I visited, I committed. Like right after I left, I knew that's where I wanted to go. Um, and so it was pretty smooth for me.
Did you have interest or you were looking at schools like downstate?
I was interested in like U of D and like some schools around here, like when I was in my junior year. But then come senior year, once I visited New York, I was like, you know what, maybe I do want to get out. I do want to go far.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up there.
Was that a hard adjustment to make? Like moving that far away from home?
It was a little bit at the start. Like it was just kind of crazy being 9 hours away. Like it's not, you can't just come home whenever you want. I wasn't going to be home until Thanksgiving. And that was kind of weird for me. But my parents are they travel a lot. So they come to our meets. My family has come to my meets. So like it's not that bad. Like they're still willing to make the drive out there. So it's actually really nice.
Do you generally drive every time you're going back and forth? Do you ever fly?
I switch back and forth. Like I flew home for Thanksgiving. I'll drive back home or
Okay.
drive back to school. So
Okay.
it's back and forth because making the 9 hour trip two times in a week is is a bit much.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, that's a lot of driving in one week. I went to Michigan Tech and there would be some people if they get like a 3-day weekend, they'd go from Michigan Tech all the way back down to Detroit, and then they'd come all the way back up in like a 3 day weekend. Like that's a lot of driving just for
Yeah.
like one solid day at home. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's maybe it'd be different if you lived in like Petoskey or something from like Michigan. It'd be like a 5, 6 hour drive. I could understand that, but like if you're going all the way
Mhm.
to Detroit for a one Saturday, like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not really willing to do that.
No, no. It's well, and it's so tiring. Driving is really tiring. I mean, like you're not really doing anything, but I think that's the thing about it that makes it so tiring. If you spend that many hours in the car, you're just dead.
Hmm. Yeah. My parents do it somehow, but I'm not a
Yeah.
fan.
I don't know how people are like cross-country truckers where they like that's all they do for a living is they just drive across the US 12, 16 hour days and then they sleep in their little cab and then they get up and they do it again. It's just crazy.
Yeah, not for me.
No, you live off caffeine.
Yeah, really.
So, did you notice any big differences between like college cross and high school? I mean, either like from a competition standpoint or a practice standpoint, just the way you're coached and the workouts you do.
Um, Practice wise, it is definitely different. My mileage definitely increased going from high school to college. But it's been now it's just like what I'm used to. Workouts are a lot harder than they were. And but like overall, I would say like competition, it's obviously an elevated, like everyone is just really good.
Right.
Um, but it hasn't been too bad of a change.
So when you say a mileage increase, like what sort of an increase from like high school to college are we talking? What would you run in a high school practice generally?
So like our long runs in high school were like 6 miles. Sometimes we would get up to 8, but like 8 was the most we would ever probably do. And that we would do like once or twice a season. And 8 miles is our daily run. So no.
Yeah, every single day.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I would say we average 8 miles a day, like whether it's a workout, whether it's just a run, it's about 8 miles total.
Yeah. Do you get the like runner's high where you just love it and you get like addicted to it?
Yeah, I definitely, there's some days I don't, but on the days that you do, it just makes it all worth it. Like after a good race, like that feeling is something like that's the reason you keep doing it.
Yeah. What is the farthest distance you've ever run?
The farthest distance I ever ran was 12. It was only 12. We don't, and it was last year. We got a new coach this year. And he keeps our longest run at like just a little over 10.
Okay. That's still so long. Like like from where I live to where I work is 13 miles. So you say 12 miles, I'm like that'd be like running to work and I can't it takes me 20 minutes in a car to do it. I can't imagine doing that. And I did cross country in high school for 2 years. Um, and I don't know. I feel like the most we ever ran was like a 6 maybe for practice. And actually, I think that was in track. I think our track coach pushed us a little harder than our cross country coach. But I grew to hate distance. Like I ended up hurdling my senior year at track, and I loved that. But I don't know. I really grew to hate distance. I did not get the runner side that long distance runners got.
Yeah, it definitely, you've got to like, some people get it, some people don't. I mean, I know so many people that are like, I could never like running a mile seems terrible to me. And it's like, yeah, I understand that. But once you get into it, you understand it.
Do you have an interest in like running after school, doing marathons or Ironmans or any of that type of stuff?
I think I 100% want to run a marathon in my life. I don't know if I'd be consistent with marathons like some people are, but I will definitely run a marathon after school, after I'm done with running in college.
Yeah, yeah. That's like one of the big ones. Does Detroit have a marathon? I know a lot of major cities do. Does Detroit?
Yes, Detroit does have one. It was
Yeah,
a few weeks ago, I think.
Do you think you'd want to do one that's like close to home or try to do one like the Boston Marathon or something that's like somewhere else in the country?
I've gotten to watch the New York City Marathon the past 2 years, and it's so cool. And so I think that doing the New York City Marathon is like a dream. Like that is so cool to me. Just seeing like everybody like fill the streets, just like the atmosphere of it all is something that I think would be so much fun. So that's kind of my dream is
It,
me and my teammates when we graduate, we run around the New York City Marathon. So
is it as simple as you just like sign up for it and you can do it, or do you have to like qualify to do it?
you have to get a bid. So I don't know necessarily how it works, but there it's not like you can just like you can't just like apply for or like sign up for it. You have to get something. And I think it's like you have to volunteer for like X amount of hours the year before, and then that gets you into it or something like that. Or that's one of the ways you can get into it. So there is work that has to be done to
Yeah,
get into it.
a little bit of pre-planning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I suppose you'd have to train for a marathon for a little while.
Yeah, for sure.
So what does your off-season training look like? Like what do you generally do when you're, in the summertime?
Our it's kind of around the same. It's a little less of a load, but our coach just sends out a packet, and we just do it. It's slightly less than what we'll do like once we get into season, because it's just building up to what we'll be doing during the season. But it's just runs every day, workouts twice a week.
Do you guys lift much?
Yeah, we lift twice a week during season, and then out of season, it's probably going to be 2 times a week too.
Do you guys have like a strength coach that works with you, in season when you're at school?
Yes, we do. We actually just got a new one, so he's changing things up for what our off season is going to look like, which is a good thing, and I'm excited to see what he does with us over the because he wants to amp things up a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah, that can be good, right?
yeah, it should be good.
And you guys only have cross country at Seton Hall. There's no track team.
Yeah, so we're just a cross country program. Like we don't have a track, like school doesn't have a track team. Um, but we run in 5 meets throughout the spring. And so we'll do one indoor meet at the end of February and then 4 track meets. But we just can't run in championship meets because we're not like an official team.
Yeah, that's interesting. You guys still can compete a little bit in the spring, even though you're not technically a track team. But it's good, keeps you guys in shape, right? And like
Yeah.
keeps you ready throughout the year.
Yeah, it's nice because it gives us a reason to train for because running from December till May with no real reason to like no competitions to train for. It can be a little mundane and like, why are you doing this? But the meets give it like a little purpose behind it, which is nice.
And sometimes it's hard to push when you're running with the same people every single day, and they're people you're comfortable
Mhm.
with, they're people you know how. So like if you get a competition, somebody random you've never ran against, it's a little bit different. It's like playing basketball. You get sick of playing against your teammates. You can't wait for the season to start because you want to play someone different.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely nice to just throw some competition in there, change things up a little bit. It definitely is nice.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite athlete?
A favorite athlete? Wow. Well, I I would say overall, Caitlin Clark is one of my favorite athletes. I did play basketball my whole life. So I really liked watching her. I just think she's really cool in everything that she's done. But my running favorite athlete is Parker Velby. I think she is just so cool. And I don't know, she's amazing in everything she does. So that's probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite running athletes.
Yeah. Running is an underrated sport, especially like higher level. It's so incredible. You look at these high level, the Olympic and like professional runners, and it's so incredible. Like the level of athleticism, I feel like it doesn't get looked. I talk about it every time I have a track athlete or like a cross athlete on the podcast because it baffles me that we only talk about running like during the Olympics and like otherwise people generally don't seem to care. But
Yeah.
like the level of athleticism is up there with guys that are in the NBA or guys that are in the NFL. I mean, I'd like to see some of those guys go out and run, a triathlon or, go out and run a marathon without, like it's the level, what are the decathletes, right?
Yeah.
It's so incredible to me that you can do all of this stuff at such a high level. Um, so yeah, I don't know why running is such like a it kind of gets swept under the rug and people don't talk about it. But like I love watching the NCAA Division One outdoor championships every spring. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think even just this past weekend, national championships, that was a crazy race. Like those girls, Jane Hendergren is insane. Um, and that's just like so fun. Like I think that like watching that race is just so fun to watch. And I don't know how like people don't think it's very interesting, but I think it is. And it's just like crazy to me these times. Like that was the fastest race in history for NCAA, which is just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I think both cross track, triathletes, all of it, it's really exciting. You get a good race. There's really a thrill to it. My parents always enjoyed coming to my cross country meet. Sometimes they said they liked it more than track because track, you're just running in a circle on a
Yeah.
track. But cross country, you can have these unique courses and you're out, depending on where you are. In high school, we'd run on, different nature trails or golf
Mhm.
courses and all this different stuff that they'd have the meet set up on. So you really had some cool spots that you were running in.
Yeah. No, they're definitely, it's fun. I like to see all the different parks, especially like in the fall. I mean, I think it's really one of the best sports,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, right. No bias, no bias.
Yeah.
So do you like music? I feel like a lot of runners have to like music because if you're running for 6 to 8 miles, gotta have your AirPods in or something.
Yeah. I am a big music person. I actually didn't start running with music until college, but now that I've switched to it, I really can't run without music. I love it.
Yeah. What kind of music do you run to?
I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I love to listen to Taylor Swift, Tate McRae. I'm really just like a pop person, especially when I run. I
Yeah,
just upbeat, fun.
right.
I could
No,
honestly, I listen to anything when I run. It doesn't matter what it is. I will listen to anything.
yeah. I feel like most people like the classic is like, well, I listen to EDM or I listen to rap. I feel like those are the two like when they're
Hmm.
working out. I guess pop too a little bit, but for me, I've always been like when I'm working out, it's gotta be like heavy metal or something like that's. I like
Yeah.
EDM too. I mean, good bass and
Hmm.
gets going. What about do you listen to music when you're studying?
I do. I have to have music on. I'm a person, I literally anything I do, I like music on. So,
I agree. I hate silence.
yeah. I do too.
Like if I'm at home and I'm not watching TV, there's got to be music. And I've
Hmm.
talked to people who said they don't listen to anything in the car. It's just silent, and that like baffles me.
Yeah, nope, I would never do that.
Like if there's something wrong with your car, you're guaranteed to hear it, right? You hear like the
Yeah.
metal noise or something, and you're like, oh crap. I mean, not that like if you had music, there's not something wrong with your car, but it's like you can't hear it, so it doesn't bother you as much. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I have a problem where if there's something wrong with my car, I would never know because I can't hear it. Like I will never
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather not know and just like have it break than
Yeah.
like now I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it nonstop because that's the only thing I can hear.
Yeah.
Same thing if you're like at home, you can hear every little noise outside or inside, like the wind and just like I don't know, there's got to be noise, whether it's the TV or music.
Yeah. I have music going pretty 24/7.
Yeah. Do you listen to music with words when you're studying or like instrumental stuff? I know that's like some people like can't focus, so they have to listen to something instrumental. And other people it doesn't bother them.
It really doesn't bother me. I listen to the same music I would at any other time. I mean, I like kind of slower stuff, like if, especially if I'm like reading, like it's gonna be slower songs, and like not songs that I want to like sing to.
Right.
Um, but it really doesn't bother me. I'll listen to anything when I study for the most part.
Because then if it's a song you like to sing to, you're typing a paper, and all of a sudden you're typing the words to the song, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh crap, I gotta delete that." And your professor's reading it, and you're like, wait a second, what is this?"
Yeah, random Taylor Swift lyric just pops in.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Um, I like to bake. That's probably my biggest hobby. Um, I just think it's fun. Me and my friends just like to bake at school. So that's really my only other hobby, I
What
think.
kind of stuff do you bake?
Um, I'm basic. I like to make cookies, banana bread, just like things like that, muffins.
Are you always like trying something new, or are you just kind of like going with the same cookies every time?
I typically stay to like the things that I know, but kind of branching out a little. I tried making pumpkin cheesecake bars over for Thanksgiving or for our Friendsgiving. So trying some different things just to switch it up a little bit, but I typically stay to just like chocolate chip cookies.
Sometimes it's good to just stick with what you like.
hmm It's
It's no
fun,
it's
easy.
no fun if you like bake something and it sucks, because then you're
Yeah.
like, now I have to eat 30 of these and like I can barely stomach one.
Then I just wasted ingredients. Like if I
Right.
stick to what I know, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
you know
good.
you're gonna be happy.
Yes.
hmm If you had to pick like a movie or a book like world to live in, what would you pick?
That's a good question. Um,
Or I guess a video game. Like if you want to like go live in Mario Kart or something, like you can live in that too. Whatever. Any like non-real place.
ooh, the first thing that comes to mind is my favorite movie, which is Pitch Perfect. But would I really want to live in that world? That's just like college. Um, so I think if I were to choose like a different world, I just saw Wicked last night, and honestly, I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, go live in the Wicked World. I have not watched either one of them. My wife watched, she just went and saw the new one with her friend. Um, but yeah, I can't really speak on it because I haven't seen it. I don't know if it'd be a good world to live in or not. Now, what were we talking about? I totally lost it. The power flash, just like I was like, this is a good old UP blizzard. But we were talking about living in a
Wicked,
different, yeah, wicked, living
yes.
in the wicked world. Would that be a good thing?
Um, I mean, you're dealing with like witches, so I don't know, it can be good, can be bad.
Yeah. Is there a, there's a bad guy in the movie, right? Or somebody bad?
The wizard is technically bad. Well, not technically, he is bad.
Yeah. So would
But
he be
he gets kicked out at the end of the movie. So,
so like living in the world once he's gone? Now you're
yes,
chilling.
living in the good world. Yeah.
Yeah. My answer would probably be Harry Potter, and it'd be the same
Mm.
thing. It'd be like once Voldemort's gone, living with magic would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we should probably wrap it up here, I guess, before my internet quits on us again and the blizzard causes power failure. And but I appreciate you hopping on the podcast, talking a little bit about some college cross country. Of
Yes, thank you for having me. It's been
course.
fun.
Thanks for listening. Please stay tuned for more episodes soon.